Hello everyone!
Hi, finally we're going to do our very first Nanyang Kitchen video.
Yay.
Yeah.
Welcome back to our channel. Today it will be something different like what Jim has said because we are going to do like a real cooking show.
Yep.
So Nanyang Kitchen, right, as the name suggests, we'll be introducing to you some of the local or Southeast Asian delights that we enjoy very much.
So we are going to make this thing called Ondeh Ondeh.
Yes.
Or Ondeh Ondeh.
Yeah.
Different names. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a Malay or Indonesian kuih
Or Peranakan dish.
or Peranakan kuih or rather desserts.
It's fun for kids and dangerous to consume because that it will burst out if you are not eating it right in a proper way.
Yeah, so hopefully today if we prepare it in the correct way, right, the feelings would actually ooze out or burst out as what Jim said.
So I had never do this before. Sean did that with his grandma. So yeah, memory for him.
Yes, so Ondeh Ondeh, right, the normal color is actually green because they use the pandan loose juice extract, which is green in color. Today we decided to experiment with something different because we have a lot of butterfly pea in our garden. So the original flower looks like that. It's blue in color. So we are going to extract the coloring from this. We have already sun-dried a bunch of the butterfly pea earlier on, and then we are just going to douse it with hot water, and then the blue color should be extracted out, and we shall use it as the color of the dough of our Ondeh Ondeh today. So we will get blue Ondeh Ondeh, something different. But before that, let's introduce to you all the ingredients that we have. So besides the butterfly pea flower that we have, a bunch full that is sun-dried, we also have the most important ingredient. It is gula melaka, which is a palm sugar that is famous from Malacca in Malaysia. And it smells really aromatic, so it's going to be the filling of the Ondeh Ondeh. The original one looks like that.
Yeah, it's a big chunk. You have to chop it and then shredded it a little bit for easy to cooking.
So we actually cut it into small cubes so that we can stuff it into the dough later. So Jim, what do you have over there? The freshly grated coconut
and then
some salt. So for the salt, right, what we're going to do is we're going to sprinkle it over, and then to give it a bit of that taste, and then we're going to steam it later.
That one is coated.
Yes, so we are going to coat the dough after we boil it with the grated coconut to give it that extra texture. And then to make the dough, what we have is the glutinous rice flour. That's about 200 grams. And then we also have tapioca starch, which is about 90 grams to give it that
chewy texture.
Yeah, the chewy texture, that's right. And then to add to the sweetness of the dough itself, right, because the dough would have no sweetness, so we will have, we'll introduce 50 grams of fine sugar to it. Yes, so these are the ingredients for today, and then what we might need is also a steamer and a pot to boil the Ondeh Ondeh, and of course a big tray to roll the boiled dough over so that they can be coated with the coconut, shredded coconut. Jim can actually just sprinkle the salt over just a little bit to give it the extra taste. And when that is done, right, he's going to steam it. Just give it like a good toss to ensure that the salt is actually evenly distributed. When that is done, we can actually just pop it into the steamer, and we steam it for maybe about 10 to 15 minutes.
Okay, so the next thing I'm going to
do is the exciting part. We are going to witness magic because we are going to extract the coloring from the butterfly pea flowers.
200 ml, right?
Yeah. But it's okay if you are less or more, because I think the dough, we will just have to add a little bit as we go along. Yes. So with cooking, right, actually there's no magic formula. Oops. The runaway flowers. So with cooking, there's no magic formula. What we like to say is in Malay is agak-agak, which is you just estimate, and then based on your own gut feel, right? You just feel how much ingredient you want to put to make it taste to your liking. Yeah. Oh, it's turning blue already. So let's continue with the rest of the steps now. So I have here a very huge bowl because I'm going to mix all the ingredients together.
It's getting darker and darker.
Wow, it's a nice shade of blue. It's actually natural coloring, right? So it's like the best.
It's edible, so
Yes.
that don't worry that it's harmful for your body.
Yeah, and the flowers can actually be added to salad. I'm going to pour into the large bowl the glutinous rice flour, and then the tapioca starch. Wow,
Very good.
I like the color. And last but not least, the 50 grams of sugar. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to mix it to make sure that the ingredients are all nicely mingled together.
I think we're gonna see a very beautiful light blue color dough.
Yeah, hopefully. Because this is the first time after many years that I'm revisiting Ondeh Ondeh making. So let's hope that it will be successful. Keeping my fingers crossed. Okay, I think it's nicely mixed.
Should I pour the water?
Yeah, but not so much at a time. Just a little bit. Okay. Come, let me just mix it. My hands are clean.
It's beautiful.
Yay! Okay. Awesome. It's hot.
You can smell the coconut.
Can anybody guess what this is? It's actually blue dough, and then the coloring is actually made from the butterfly pea blue color, which we extracted using warm water earlier. Oh, the grated coconut smells really good. Take a smell.
Yeah.
And my dough looks like plasticine.
It's like the blue tag, it's like,
Yeah.
like you can tag on a lot of things.
Yeah, or play dough.
Okay, so seems like the dough is almost ready. So what I need to do is let me add some hot water into the pot. So when Sean fill the gula melaka, and then he'll throw inside to the hot water and cook it.
And then how do you know it's cooked? Just as long as it floats on the water, right, it is ready to be taken out and to be bathed in the tray of grated coconut, which Jim will prepare very shortly.
There's two reasons why that we don't want to use the green color. First, I hate pandan. I don't like pandan juice. And then we are using green screen. So we will assume that if, let's say, when the dough is ready, it will be transparent. So it's like we are eating nothing.
Yeah, then you'll be thinking, are these two trying to trick us?
It's almost ready.
Yay!
Would you like to show them the dough?
I like the texture.
Okay.
Yeah.
Should I boil the water now?
Okay.
At the same time, let me just spread out the shredded coconut a little bit.
Yes, please.
Spread a little bit. Because after you cook the dough, it will be slightly sticky. And then what I need to do is I'm going to pick up the dough, just roll over coated with the coconut, then it will be done.
Easy peasy.
Yeah, I think the most difficult thing is Sean have to put in the gula melaka. It's kind of need a lot of skill. If you wrap it badly, the gula melaka actually will just like drop out. And then if you wrap it nicely, it's actually coated the dough, and that is melt when you cook. And when you bite into it, it just bursts out the gula melaka.
And then the thickness of the dough is also very important because if it's too thick, right, then you will just eat a lot of dough but no gula melaka.
Yes.
Yeah. For parents with children, you can introduce this as a family bonding kind of activity.
Or you just make a dough and then let the kids to play like plasticine.
And you can actually say, okay, boy, you go and knead the dough. I'll come back later. Then you can go and watch your TV, your Netflix, or drink your high tea, and then come back and then you can have Ondeh Ondeh. Okay, I think it's done.
Okay.
So I'm going to just then I'll just take a gula melaka and pop it inside. Then I'll wrap it up. Okay, after I wrap it up, I'll do this.
Oh, that's simple.
Okay, so if any one of you watch Chinese drama, 济公,
I think the water is ready.
then you will get a blue ball. Blue balls sounds wrong. Just get some dough and then you flatten it out. And then you get a gula melaka, put it in between. Oops. And then you try to cover the gula melaka. And then you give it a good roll like that into a ball. After you roll it into a ball, you can just pop it into the water.
Remember to stir it a little bit because that the dough might get stick under the bottom.
It looks like we are cooking plasticine. Okay, I've added a little bit more water because it's starting to dry up the dough. So yeah. So as what I mentioned earlier, cooking is about agak-agak. So it's estimation. Go with your gut feel. If you feel like you want to do something about it, just carry on.
You can still change the color. So actually, we were thinking to use the red dragon fruit to make a red Ondeh Ondeh.
Or even beetroot.
Yeah, or the what they call the sweet potato or pumpkin to make a yellow color. Ondeh Ondeh. Yeah, it can be very flexible.
Yeah, or even like natural food colorings that you can purchase from the supermarket off the shelves.
So did you help your grandma to put the gula melaka, or like you just help to mix
I
it?
did the whole thing. Yeah. So that's why I say it's a good family bonding kind of activity. Yeah, but in the end we don't have that much patience. So the Ondeh Ondeh started to become bigger. like that. But I still finish everything though.
One of the Ondeh Ondeh is ready, so let me pick it up. And then faster throw over here, cover up with the shredded coconut. Ooh. Press a little bit.
It really looks artificial.
Yeah, it looks like a chemical Ondeh Ondeh.
But it looks good.
In total, we have made 30 Ondeh Ondeh. It's a lot.
Yeah, so based on the recipe, right, which we will share with you, we made 30 Ondeh Ondeh.
Some are broken, honestly. You have to wrap it nicely.
And then so the dough is actually the most important. This is the first dish out of Nanyang Kitchen, and we are going to give it a try to see how it tastes like. So Jim is going to take a bite, and then following which I will actually try it also. It's very good. You can taste the gula melaka, and then also the skin is actually very chewy and nice. I would say that the first dish from Nanyang Kitchen is a success.
And the tea is blue color. A little bit the stain. Not the stain, the dough stick on the tea.
So this is Ondeh Ondeh, a Malay or Indonesian delight, which is probably best paired with a cup of Chinese tea, for example, or even Earl Grey, and then it's good as a high tea, afternoon tea snack.
Yeah, give it a try and leave a comment
Yes.
if you success.
Yeah, and then share with us the photos of your results on Instagram or YouTube. So we'll see you in our next vlog of Nanyang Kitchen, and we hope you enjoy this. If you enjoy it, just give us a thumbs up. Alright,
Bye.
goodbye.